Dolphins Tyreek Hill addresses NFL future amid retirement speculation. The Miami Dolphins lost Tyreek Hill to a season-ending injury on Thursday Night Football. Hill will not need another surgery as many originally suspected, according to ESPN's Marcel Louis-Jacques. While he will not need another surgery, the severity of his injury should not be overlooked. He had surgery to repair his dislocated left knee and multiple torn ligaments, including his ACL. Sports medicine physician Jesse Morse described on X that Hill's injury was potentially career-ending. In fact, many experts feared that Hill may have played his final snaps in the NFL. His age and long road to taking the field again played a role in this thinking. However, Hill has no plans to retire. He confirmed his intention to return through a post on his TikTok account. "Let's see how many brands want to work with me during my comeback journey." Hill captioned a video of himself after surgery. Hill's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, told ESPN that the goal is for Hill to play next year. That should shut down all speculation about this injury, ending his great career. Hill was in his 10th NFL season. He spent most of his career with the Kansas City Chiefs, but was in his 4th season with the Dolphins. He has 11,363 career receiving yards and 83 receiving touchdowns. Hill has also been named to 8 Pro Bowls and 5 first-team All-Pro teams. Hill is one of the most explosive players in the game. Considering his speed is a major part of his game, how he recovers, and if he can be the same player, will be important for his production in the future. Tyreek Hill, one of the NFL's most electrifying talents and arguably the most feared deep threat of his era, has always lived life at a different speed than everyone else. Nicknamed the Cheetah for his track-like explosiveness, Hill has torched defenses, shattered records, and redefined what it means to be a game-changing wide receiver. But in 2025, with the Miami Dolphins facing mounting injuries and speculation swirling about the future of their star playmaker, Hill finally decided to speak candidly about his next chapter, and whether that future still belongs on a football field. Rumors had been buzzing all offseason. Whispers of nagging injuries, family commitments, and his expanding business empire outside football made many wonder if Hill might be contemplating an early exit from the NFL. For weeks, fans and analysts debated his intentions. Was he still committed to chasing records, championships, and Hall of Fame glory? Or was Hill ready to hang up his cleats while still at the peak of his powers? This week, the 30-year-old wideout addressed those questions head-on. "I'm not going to sit here and lie, man," Hill told reporters after Dolphins practice. "I've thought about retirement before. I've thought about life after football. But right now, I still love this game too much. I'm still hungry. I'm still that same Cheetah. My future is with the NFL, at least for now." The evolution of Tyreek Hill. Hill's admission pulled back the curtain on the often hidden side of a superstar's journey. While fans see dazzling highlight reels, athletes like Hill wrestle with the realities of aging bodies, changing priorities, and the immense pressure of carrying a franchise on their shoulders. Since entering the league in 2016, Hill has never slowed down. From his breakout days with the Kansas City Chiefs to his record-setting move to Miami, Hill has remained a game-changer. But with his 30th birthday marking the unofficial crossroads for most wide receivers, the natural question arose: how long can speed remain king? Hill doesn't shy away from that reality. "I know people wonder if I can stay this fast at 30, 31, 32. Speed fades, that's the truth. But I work my tail off to make sure I'm still a nightmare for defenses. The day I lose that, maybe I'll think differently. But that day ain't here yet." Retirement rumors and reality. Much of the speculation around Hill's retirement began last year, when he openly hinted he didn't envision playing deep into his 30s. Unlike legends such as Jerry Rice or Larry Fitzgerald, who extended their careers into their late 30s, Hill has repeatedly emphasized the importance of family and building a legacy beyond football. His growing portfolio of ventures, including gaming, youth football camps, and endorsements, suggests he's preparing for a post-NFL life that doesn't require him to chase down safeties. Combine that with the brutal physical toll the sport takes on players, and retirement always seemed closer for Hill than for many of his peers. But for now, Hill insists, the NFL still fuels his fire. "This team, this locker room, man, it gives me life. I want to help the Dolphins win. Plain and simple. Retirement's going to come one day, but I'm not ready to walk away yet. Not while I've still got gas in the tank." The Dolphins' dilemma. Hill's comments couldn't come at a more critical time for Miami. The Dolphins entered the 2025 season with high expectations, but injuries to key playmakers, including Hill himself, cast doubt on their offensive firepower. Without his trademark explosiveness, Miami's offensive identity would look dramatically different. Teammates, however, have no doubt about his commitment. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa called Hill the heartbeat of our offense, while head coach Mike McDaniel praised his leadership both on and off the field. Tyreek's not just our star receiver, he's the guy everyone looks to, McDaniel said. When he says he's locked in, we believe him. What's left for Hill to prove? The conversation around Hill's NFL future inevitably turns to legacy. Already a Super Bowl champion with Kansas City, multiple All-Pro selections, and some of the most jaw-dropping highlights in league history, Hill has secured a resume few can match. Yet, there's a lingering sense that Hill wants more before walking away. A championship with Miami would cement his place not only as a franchise icon, but as one of the rare receivers to transform two separate teams into title contenders. Hall of Fame debates are already swirling. While some critics point to Hill's relatively modest career totals compared to all-time greats, others argue that his impact transcends numbers. His ability to warp defenses, open lanes for teammates, and dictate game plans makes him a once-in-a-generation talent. The human side of the Cheetah. Beyond statistics, Hill's reflections also reveal the human side of an athlete often defined by his speed and swagger. He acknowledged the mental toll of being constantly scrutinized and the sacrifices his family has made for his career. My kids are growing up fast, Hill admitted. I don't want to miss those moments. Football's important, but it's not everything. That's part of why people hear me talk about retirement. It's not about quitting, it's about being there for them when the time's right. Fans often forget that for players, careers are fleeting compared to the decades of life that follow. Hill's careful balance between ambition and perspective underscores that he's thinking long-term, not just about the next Sunday. What comes next? So, where does this leave the Dolphins superstar? For now, Tyreek Hill remains committed to suiting up, burning corners, and igniting crowds with his trademark explosiveness. But his comments serve as both reassurance and reminder. The end may not be imminent, but it is on the horizon.